What will our lives be like as humans if we don't stop being divided by religion and racism? We must learn to live in harmony with each other, work together, and love our neighbor as our own family or race. Everyone is allowed to have their opinion. We must respect that and accept each other on loving terms. If we don't, then the powers that be will have accomplished their goal of destroying mankind for their own gain, total control, and we will be known more as slaves to their greed than free human beings. So let us all, regardless of our differences, come together and build a better world for ourselves and future generations to come. Let us all go forth and spread the message of love, acceptance, and tolerance. Let us all go forth and be the change we want to see in this world. If we do not stop being divided, here is what our lives will be like 50 years from now. We are at a critical moment in history. The decisions we make today will determine the course of our future and the future of generations to come. One of the most important issues facing our world today is the division among humans. Whether it's based on religion, race, gender, sexuality, or any other differences, this division is tearing us apart and preventing us from working together to solve the challenges we face. In today's video, we will discuss what our lives would be like 50 years from now if we do not overcome this division. It's a future that none of us want to imagine, but one that we must consider if we are to create the kind of world we want to live in. So let's dive into this important topic and explore the potential consequences of our continued division. Decline in cooperation and problem-solving abilities. As humans, we have an innate ability to cooperate and solve problems. We have the capacity to work together, share resources, and accomplish things that would be impossible for any of us to achieve alone. But this ability is wasted when we are divided by differences. When we are focused on our differences, we lose sight of our common humanity and our shared goals. We become unable to work together effectively, and we miss out on the collective intelligence and problem-solving abilities that make us uniquely human. If we do not learn to overcome our differences and work together, this essential aspect of what makes us human will atrophy. In 50 years, we may find ourselves unable to tackle the complex challenges we face as a species, such as climate change, resource depletion, and disease outbreaks, simply because we are too divided to cooperate effectively. This would be a tragic loss for humanity and a betrayal of our potential as a species. Worsening global conflicts and instability. One of the most dangerous aspects of human division is the way it can exacerbate global conflicts and instability. When people are divided by religion, race, or other differences, it creates an environment of mistrust and hostility. This can lead to increased tensions between groups, making it more likely that conflicts will escalate into violence and war. Furthermore, in an interconnected world where events in one part of the planet can have ripple effects elsewhere, this instability can easily spread and destabilize entire regions or even the entire globe. If we don't learn to overcome these divisions and build bridges of understanding, we risk creating a world that is mired in conflict and instability. And the longer this cycle continues, the more difficult it will be to break. In 50 years, our world could be a shadow of its former self, consumed by endless cycles of violence and hatred. This is a bleak future, but one that we must face if we are to wake up to the urgency of the situation. Diminished innovation and economic growth. Humanity has always progressed and evolved throughout history. Our ability to innovate and solve problems has been key to our survival and our advancement as a species. However, when we are divided, we lose the ability to think creatively and come up with new ideas. We become trapped in a narrow perspective that limits our ability to see the world in all of its complexity. This lack of perspective can stifle innovation and economic growth, which is something that no country or society wants to see. In 50 years, if we continue to be divided, we could find ourselves lagging behind in terms of technology and economic development. This would not only limit our ability to solve pressing global issues, but it would also diminish our quality of life and our standard of living. It would be a betrayal of the progress that has been made over the years and a disservice to the generations that come after us. Deterioration of mental and physical health. The impact of human division goes beyond just our collective ability to cooperate or innovate. It also affects us on a personal level, our mental and physical health. When we are surrounded by division and conflict, it creates a constant state of stress and anxiety. This can take a toll on our mental health, making it more likely that we will suffer from depression, anxiety disorders, or other mental health conditions. Additionally, the lack of trust and cooperation that arises from division can also affect our physical health. When we are not able to work together to create solutions to improve our living conditions, it can lead to the spread of disease and a lower overall quality of life. In 50 years, if we do not address this issue, we could be looking at a future where mental illness and physical health problems are widespread and undertreated. This is a sobering thought, but it is one that we must face if we are to protect the well-being of our fellow humans and ourselves. A world governed by fear and hatred. If we do not learn to overcome our differences and work together, we run the risk of creating a world governed by fear and hatred. When people are driven by fear and hatred, they are more likely to lash out and harm others. This can lead to a vicious cycle of violence and retaliation, making it even more difficult to find common ground and build relationships. In 50 years, this cycle of fear and hatred could have devastating consequences. It could lead to the rise of authoritarian regimes that use fear and oppression to maintain control. It could also lead to the breakdown of society and the rule of law, creating a world where people are too afraid to interact with each other. This is a future that many of us may not live to see, but it is a possibility that we must consider if we are to wake up to the urgency of the situation. We must learn to overcome our fears and build bridges of understanding before it's too late. The importance of embracing diversity and promoting equality. Embracing diversity and promoting equality are crucial for creating a better future for humanity. When we embrace diversity, we celebrate the unique perspectives, experiences, and contributions of all people. We recognize that our differences are what make us strong and allow us to come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. Equality, on the other hand, means treating all people fairly and giving everyone the same opportunities, regardless of their background or beliefs. It means ensuring that everyone has access to the resources they need to succeed and that their voices are heard and respected. By embracing diversity and promoting equality, we can create a world where everyone feels valued and respected. This is essential. If we are to overcome the divisions that threaten to tear us apart, we must learn to appreciate our differences and work together to create a better future for all of humanity. Building bridges of understanding and respect. Building bridges of understanding and respect is essential if we are to overcome the divisions that threaten to tear us apart. This means engaging in open and honest dialogue with people who have different perspectives than our own. It means listening to their stories and trying to see the world through their eyes. We must also be willing to acknowledge our own biases and prejudices and work to overcome them. By building bridges of understanding and respect, we can create relationships based on empathy and compassion. This can help break down the walls that divide us and create a more harmonious world. Overcoming these divisions will require a concerted effort from all of us. It will require a shift in mindset and a commitment to creating a better world for future generations. But the alternative, a future of conflict, instability, and despair, is simply too bleak to contemplate. We must act now to create the kind of world we want to live in. A world where diversity is celebrated, equality is respected, and peace prevails. Thank you for watching this video. We hope it has given you something to think about. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. You can also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.